If I handed you $500,000 today and said, that's all you get for the rest of your life, would you feel rich or terrified? Because here's the raw math. $500,000 in a retirement account using the traditional 4% rule gives you $20,000 per year. That's $1,667 per month. That's it. Before you panic and swear you're never retiring, take a breath, because that number is both absolutely correct and wildly misleading. The truth is, $500,000 can mean struggle or freedom. It can mean checking coupons at the grocery store or booking flights to visit your grandkids whenever you want. And the difference has almost nothing to do with luck. Today, we're breaking down exactly what determines whether $500,000 is enough to retire in America, and the 5 factors that matter more than the number itself. Let's get into it. The 4% rule was introduced in the 1990s by financial planner William Bengen. He analyzed decades of U.S. market data, including the Great Depression and major crashes, and found that withdrawing 4% of your portfolio in year 1, then adjusting for inflation annually, historically made your money last around 30 years. So, 4% of $500,000 equals $20,000 per year. That's $1,667 per month. On its own, that's not much in 2026 America, but retirement income rarely comes from just one place. And that brings us to factor number 1. Social Security changes everything. Your Social Security benefit can make or break your retirement. Let's walk through 3 completely different Americans, all with the same $500,000 saved. Retail Ray worked service jobs most of his life, averaging about $32,000 per year. At full retirement age, he's receiving about $1,450 per month in Social Security. Add his $1,667 withdrawal. Ray's total, $3,117 per month. That's $37,404 per year. Next, meet middle-class Melissa. She earned around $65,000 per year during her career. Her Social Security benefit, roughly $2,100 per month. Add $1,667. Melissa's total, $4,767 per month. That's $45,204 per year. Now let's look at high-income Harold. He consistently earned 6 figures and maxed out Social Security contributions. His benefit, around $3,300 per month. Add $1,667. Harold's total, $4,967 per month. That's $59,604 per year. Same $500,000. Over $22,000 per year difference in lifestyle. That's not small, that's massive. If you don't know what your projected Social Security benefit is, go to ssa.gov and check. It takes minutes, and it dramatically impacts your retirement plan. Number 2, location is a financial superpower. Where you live determines more than almost anything else. Let's say you're pulling in $3,700 per month in retirement income. If you stay in a high-cost city like San Francisco or New York, rent alone might run $2,500 for a basic 1-bedroom. Add utilities, $200, groceries, $450, transportation, $200, healthcare supplement, $400. You're nearly tapped out before entertainment, travel, or emergencies. Now take that same income and move to a lower-cost area like Tennessee, Ohio, or parts of Texas. Rent, $1,100. Utilities, $150. Groceries, $350. Car plus insurance plus gas, $450. Healthcare supplement, $300. You suddenly have breathing room. Thousands more per year just by changing your zip code. Over 25 to 30 years, that difference can equal hundreds of thousands of dollars in flexibility. And yes, some retirees choose international locations where costs are significantly lower. That's not for everyone, but the math is very real. Location is leverage. Number 3. Healthcare, the silent budget killer. Healthcare destroys more retirement plans than bad investing. If you retire before 65, you're buying private insurance. For someone around age 60 in 2026, premiums can approach $900 to $1,000 per month, depending on state and coverage. Add deductibles. You could easily spend $15,000 to $20,000 per year before Medicare even kicks in. That's basically your entire 4% withdrawal. Even after 65, Medicare isn't free. Part B, around $185 a month. Part D, around $50 a month. Supplement or Advantage plan, $200 plus. Dental or vision, extra. You're realistically looking at $500 to $600 out of pocket each month. Fidelity has estimated that the average retired couple may need over $300,000 throughout retirement just for healthcare costs. That's separate from rent, separate from food, separate from travel. This is why retiring at 65 instead of 60 can be a huge financial upgrade. 5 extra working years means more savings, portfolio growth, higher Social Security benefit, fewer withdrawal years. It compounds in your favor. Number 4. Inflation and investing. Inflation is slow and brutal. If inflation averages 3% per year, your expenses double roughly every 24 years. Your $4,000 monthly lifestyle today becomes $7,500 to $8,000 2 decades from now. If your money is sitting in cash earning 1%, inflation quietly eats you alive. Historically, stocks averaged about 10%, bonds averaged about 5%, inflation averaged about 3%. That's why retirees often keep a mix, maybe 60% stocks, 35% bonds, 5% cash, early in retirement. Growth combats inflation. But there's a risk. If you retire right before a major market crash and start withdrawing money while stocks are down, you can damage your portfolio permanently. This is called sequence of returns risk. The common solution? A bucket strategy. Keep 2 to 3 years of expenses in cash or safe bonds. If the market drops, you spend from cash instead of selling stocks at a loss. When markets recover, you replenish the bucket. It's not flashy, but it protects your future. Number 5. Debt is the make or break factor. 2 retirees, same $500,000. Debt-free Dana owns her home outright. No car payment, no credit cards. Monthly expenses, $3,000. Income, $3,700. Surplus, $700 per month. Dana sleeps well. Now meet Mortgage Mark. Mortgage, $1,500. Car payment, $400. Credit cards, $250. Other expenses, $3,000. Total, over $5,000 per month. He's short every month. That deficit drains his portfolio quickly. At that pace, $500,000 can disappear in under 20 years. Debt shrinks flexibility. Flexibility protects retirement. Mathematically, keeping a low-interest mortgage can sometimes make sense. Emotionally and strategically, being debt-free reduces the income you need every month, and that can extend your portfolio by years. Bonus factor: longevity. Americans are living longer. If you retire at 65, there's a strong chance you'll live into your late 80s. That's 20 to 25 years of income. Some will hit 95. That's 30 years of income required. The longer you live, the more dangerous underestimating becomes. So, can you retire on $500,000? Here's the honest answer. Yes, if you have decent Social Security benefits, you live in a reasonable cost area, you control healthcare timing and costs, you invest smartly, you carry minimal or no debt. No, or it will be extremely tight if you live in a high-cost metro, retire before Medicare, carry heavy debt, keep everything in cash, have low Social Security. $500,000 isn't small. In fact, it's above the retirement savings of most Americans. But retirement isn't about averages. It's about your numbers, your zip code, your health, Your lifestyle, your decisions. Two people with the same $500,000 can live completely different retirements. One stressed, one free. The difference is planning. The number matters, but strategy matters more. If this breakdown made you rethink your retirement game plan, hit that like button. If you're working towards $500,000, tell me your age and target retirement age in the comments. And remember, retirement isn't about having the most money. It's about designing a life where your money supports you and not the other way around. Plan smart, stay flexible, start early. I'll see you in the next one.